let's get to
Let's save
Linda's question now.
Okay.
Because she's asking, can I buy a second home with FHA when my first home was already an FHA loan? And I assume she's keeping both.
You can only no.
No.
Wait.
You
a
can only
minute.
have one FHA loan at a time.
I got to have a sound effect for that.
That's why you bring me, so I can say no all day.
Actually, there are extenuating circumstances
your general blanket rule, though.
I love.
Yeah, as a general blanket rule, but they're actually much more generous than what you would consider extenuating circumstances in other loan situations. It could be something. It could be like a growing family or elderly parents that need a 2-story to a 1-story. For wheelchair access, empty nesters.
What about work? What if I have to move for work?
If you need to move for work, then you're running into different guidelines. If it's 50 miles, it has to be more than 50 miles from where you currently live, and it needs to make sense that you're like really relocating.
That could be like 3-hour commute around here.
As in, I'm classifying as my second home or another property that she's going to live in.
Apparently, another
owner-occupied property.
So she's going to live in the second one
gotcha.
and rent out the first one, even though the first one had FHA.
She's going to buy another house.
No, she needs to buy a new home, but the home, her old loan.
That was my fault.
Did you make a mistake?
I did.
Boo.
Did you download
Only one person is impressed with that.
So basically, the answer to the question is yeah, but there's not a lot, and you got to have some kind of extenuating circumstance.
Okay, so now we're talking
to
about
this.
second homes. Okay.
Well, not a second home, like a vacation home.
We're purchasing an owner-occupied property as well as owning, but the home that you live in, you're going to keep your home, and it has an FHA mortgage.
Right.
I think that's what. It sounds like that's what she's.
That's what I think. I think she's buying a second home for whatever reason. Maybe she's got to work and she needs to move closer, but she doesn't want to get rid of the first home because she loves it and she wants to have it and for years to come and whatever. So she wants to rent it out.
And just in case you are buying a second home,
yeah,
make sure you're able to actually prove that it is a second home.
There you go.
Lenders got a little bit sticky on that.
That sounds like a whole other mailbag question.
It does sound like a whole other mailbag
question.
And
that's kind of how I heard it right off the bat. Was second home.
Well, that's cool. That's good. Now we know that you can't buy a vacation home second FHA,
no.
But you can, under certain circumstances, get another home and have two FHA loans. Can you go above 2? Could I go for a third? Could I roll into a third house because I moved another 50 miles?
I have not run into that question.
Which happens to be back into the same neighborhood as my first house.
I don't know.
It's 50 miles from the second. Oh, forget it.
No.
Forget it.
I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb. I'm digging these musical.
I know. Scotty got all these for me from
it's like
Pond 5 or something.
2.0 or something.
Did you get these from Pond 5?
Yeah.
Pond5.com, your friendly neighborhood sound effects.
You looking for endorsement money?
Do you have ESPN on
let's
there?
get some endorsement money. No, we can't. That's copywritten. You can't take.
Really?
You can't take da-na-na, da-na-na. You can't do that. But I can say it.
I was going to say.
I can record it. Da-na-na,
da-na-na,
da-na-na. That's right. We could do it together. It could be like a male, female. It could be like Peaches and Herb.
Or we could just get on with the show.
Or we could get on with the show. All right.